You have to look at the players, and then Brendan's a top manager, and Brendan's a fantastic coach. So I think Brendan's an experienced coach. He's a very clever man, tactically very strong.
Hello guys, and welcome back to Fox to Fox Report. Pretty big words coming from Graham Potter. I don't know if he's talking about Rodgers from 2 years ago or the Rodgers now, the one that has yet to win a Premier League match this season, that still sits in last place and now has 4 losses. Not good to me, not fantastic, and this match against Man U, poor, boring, embarrassing, leading nowhere. I don't care whether you say we gave it our all, we gave it our best till the end. No goals are being scored. So what's the whole point of saying we're doing good if we're not scoring goals? No goals is no progress. That's why we sit in last place. And the board has yet to make the decision to sack him. Why? How many more games do we have to lose for that to happen? But anyways, we go into our next match, our next challenge, Brighton, currently sitting in 4th place with only 3 goals conceded. All away, none at home. Pretty impressive, playing like a Big 6 side. And their players, on paper, nothing compared to our players. Maddison, Vardy, Barnes, Tielemans, Kalichi and Nacho, just to name a few. And yet they're in 4th place. You know why? Because it's all mentality, focus, tactics, plans. That's a capital S at the end. Something Rodgers doesn't have. All he has is a tactic and a plan. 2 things that every manager in the Premier League knows. They know how he plays. They know how he lines us up. And Rodgers can't seem to find a solution to that. There is no plan B. There's no plan C. There is no more than one tactic. He goes with the same old thing, and we get outplayed. Like, if you're going to have someone who can't seem to find a solution, why keep him? Graham Potter, all the support he's had over the years, nothing compared to what we had. We had more support. And yet, Graham Potter progresses the squad, the whole club itself, year after year. And that's why they are where they are. Very simple thing from a manager. And just going off his players, that's impressive actually. Impressive the fact that he can bring a side like that, no big names, at least not majority of them, and put them in the top 4. But how are Brighton doing so far this season? Well, coming into this match now, coming Sunday, they're coming off after a loss over in Craven Cottage against Fulham, losing 2-1. Looking at those highlights, I saw that the goals they let in were just simple mistakes that really don't define their performance or how they play. In their previous matches, they go with 3 in the back. So that means that they go full on attack. Obviously, a team that wants to score off the mark quickly and have more possession just cause a lot of pressure, something that we don't do. Something that we lack, and we do like the last 15 minutes, last 15 minutes of the match, or if we're down by 2 goals, we react. It can't be like that. We have to play just like them from the start. Attack, attack, attack. And just players. Somehow, there's some reason why I think we're lacking players. And not just because, players are injured. There's no players injured. It's just that Rodgers no longer has faith in them. Doesn't trust them anymore. Like Soyuncu, as he said in his post-match conference after the match against Manchester United, saying that he is nowhere near the level of, I guess, the standards of the Premier League. Like, I think as time goes on, he's becoming more just ignorant with these players and is not really giving them a chance anymore. Soyuncu is a center back who has started for us, played great games. I know in recent times he's been inconsistent, but we haven't seen him yet. We haven't. You have to give him a chance. just like giving Amartey a chance. And though Amartey has good matches or not, but he recently hasn't been playing good. So why not switch it up? Have Soyuncu. Let's see how he's doing. But no, you put in Wilfred Ndidi, who didn't do that bad of a job, but it's kind of better to have someone who's actually playing that position, who actually is a defender rather than a defensive midfielder. But yeah, it's just one of those things. All this drama, all these blames. He says that the transfer window, the lack of support, funds to get new players is also the reason why we are sitting in last place. That's not an excuse. That's poor. You have to find a solution. Graham Potter had no support over the years like we did. And yet, the players he had, barely any big names, and yet he brings them up. You know why? Because he can find out those weaknesses that he has and just make them stronger. Correct those weaknesses and then become stronger. And yeah, it takes a good manager like him to fix those problems. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Rodgers is doing at the moment, but with him in charge, I think we're not going to be seeing Soyuncu, Dennis Pratt, barely Ayoze Perez, though, he may be right on him because Ayoze Perez is kind of inconsistent. But also the subs. Why are you making subs so late on? And have we ever used 5 subs yet? Ever since the start of this new 5 sub rule, I think we only made 3. Well, actually, yeah, I think 3 subs the most. What happened to all the lack of subs? Only 3 is not enough. And yet, yeah, you're not even using 3. Rarely using 3, but most importantly, you're using them so late in the game when we're down 2 goals. Yeah, I don't know, but just let's see what happens, because this match coming forth over at the American Express Community Stadium will be very, very difficult. Very difficult, especially, like I said before, Brighton have not conceded a goal yet this season at home. If you ask me, I think if we lose this match, then I will be really, really surprised that Brendan Rodgers does not get sacked. I think this will be the final chance for him. So, going over to what I want to see. My starting 11, my formation. It needs to be 2 up top. If not, it has to be Kelechi Iheanacho on that pitch with Jamie Vardy or Patson Daka. I prefer Patson Daka. Going to my starting 11, that is a 4-1-3-2. Denny Ward in goal. The back 4, obviously you see there, Justin Evans, Wilfred Ndidi, and Castagna. I would say Soyuncu, but he's not going to put him on. In the midfield, Barnes, KDH, Madison, while up top is Daka and Kelechi Iheanacho. So there you go. There is my formation, my starting 11. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, I want to hear what you guys think. So yeah, leave it all in the comment section below. And going to my prediction. Again, being positive, being very positive always when Leicester City play. So my prediction, if a miracle happens, we'll win 2-1 for Leicester. But of course, that is all I have for the pre-match review between Brighton and Leicester City. I'll see you next time for the post-match review. That is Brighton versus Leicester City. Take care.